I can't tell. I can't decide if those headphones look really old, Alan, or if they're just like brand new, top of the line for like space missions, right? Like,
Well, while we're waiting on Catherine to answer that, they're actually from the 60s, but I polished them really, really well for this occasion.
I will say they look pretty old. I bet they work freaking phenomenally though, huh?
Old but gold. Are you want to begin? Are you want to wait a little
Yeah,
bit?
I think everybody's on. Everybody's fully on, right? I'm not on full screen anymore, so I can't see. All right, cool. All righty. Yeah, okay, so welcome everybody. We're really excited for this to get going. We'll try to make this as quick as possible. So we know everybody has lives and it's a Friday night. So first off, huh? Right. So first off, just kind of introduce ourselves. We're fourth wall players. If you guys, some of you have worked with us before, some of you haven't, and you're kind of wondering what we're about. We basically started off about 10 years ago, just doing kind of like our own productions, our own theatrical shows. We've worked, we've done Indie Fringe, we've done Theater on the Square when that was still a thing. We've had encore performances up in Peru. So we're mostly Indianapolis based because that's where we live. But we pretty much everywhere in central Indiana. We did make a movie that came out that actually Kelly McKinney was the director for. So congratulations, Kelly. And Anna Ely starred in. So congratulations, Anna. And it's exciting to work with you again. Now that was on Amazon for a while. Now it's on the Fourth Wall Players Patreon. So, we do have some scripts published. I have a couple of them back here. We're waiting on the new ones we just published to come through. This is Frankenstein, which is, the audio one we're going to be doing, translating. And then we got Beauty and the Beast, which will be our follow-up. And then we're also, and you can, obviously we have these on Amazon.com. And so, Alan?
Hey guys, and in this project, I'm going to be serving as the technical director. Like Josh said, I've been doing theater for a few years. Mostly my background's in audio, and it's really glad to have everybody here.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to talk to them a little bit about how we're wanting to grow our brand? And
well, I think the Fourth Wall has always really been about giving artists a medium to really promote what they're doing, from costume designers, makeup artists. Josh says, he's really into directing, acting. I fall more on the audio writing side. And, that's kind of something we're really always reaching to. It's an opportunity to kind of showcase different artists and, what they're interested in.
Right. Awesome. And so obviously, to piggyback on what you said, maybe there's somebody that's interested in like monster makeup or whatever, that's all that they're interested in. This is a really good opportunity for them to be able to grow and stretch and figure all that out. We like to provide kind of an artistic venue for that sort of stuff, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So those doors are always open for that. My wife, Catherine, she obviously wasn't here when we started because I hadn't met her yet, but she's been here pretty much since I met her. She kind of has to be. And so she does a lot of the costuming. She thinks about like the themes for like the colors and the costumes. She pretty much is a de facto prop master. She's pretty good at that finding creative ways to try to bring props onto the stage and whatnot. Also helps out with soundtrack, and she's a writing consultant of ours. Then we have Kelly McKinney, who I've already mentioned a couple times. He does the YouTube content, the online, the film, video, all that other stuff. Helps a lot with marketing and things like that as well. So he's obviously a valuable member. And then there's my sister, who I jokingly said earlier, pretty much just corrects us when we do something stupid. I would say she's editor, consultant. She can run lights if we're desperate and we need her to. So I guess general intros, I kind of just want to go around so everybody can get to know everybody else. I'll go first. Like I said, most of you know me. My name is Josh. I've been doing plays forever, and like Alan said, I'm into the acting, directing, writing, pretty much any sort of entertainment venue you can think of. I do. Do the YouTube stuff. I'm pretty much the fourth wall face online right now.
I hear someone at the door.
Work with that guy, and so we're currently doing that, and obviously I'm really excited to branch out and do this audio recording thing. So did you realize you weren't on mute, Kelly?
Yeah, I don't know. See, is it muted?
No.
So my mute button on my mic is just not working. It
Okay.
flashes when it's supposed to be muted, and it was
Yeah,
flashing.
and then it'll
And
go right
apparently-
back to being not muted.
Apparently, it's just not muted, and it's wow, that's great, wonderful.
Alrighty, cool. All right, so let's go around. I guess we'll go in order of how your character's introduced in the beginning of the show. So, Anna, you want to go next?
Sure. What am I supposed to say? My name is Anna Ely. We've done
Yeah,
theater
Hi, Anna.
since
You have to
I
follow a
was
specific
8.
script. It was pre-approved. I'm just kidding.
I do have to. I didn't get that script. It
Oh.
must have fell through my email. Ended up in my spam folder,
There you
just
go.
like this Zoom in does. No. I'm gonna be playing Elizabeth. I do a lot of Cook Pacific Theater, Ole Olson, Curtain Call now. I've been helping with Curtain Call a lot because they're the only theater that's actually doing anything right now.
True.
So I've been doing some directing stuff with them, which is not my thing. I'm finding out somehow.
Oh,
I need to do.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut about
So,
that. So,
done a little bit of film stuff here and there, and Ian Hoagland, if anyone knows him. And yeah, I'm super excited to do voice stuff. This is gonna be fun.
yeah, different, right? So, what's the project you're currently working on? Go ahead and tell everybody. Plug your project.
Which one? Because I'm co-directing. I'm the face of Curtain Call we're doing the free musical review from MTI all together now.
Okay.
So that's going to be first I guess not the first collaboration, but Curtain Call and Cook Pacific Theater had a poor ending, and so we're trying to reconnect with them.
Rekindle.
And then I'm also playing Mary Shelley in Dark Pages, The Tour of the Mansion.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. The Cyberling Mansion in Kokomo. So
All
there's
right.
always at least one thing in the works.
Okay, great. Next, Jesse, you want to go ahead and
I'd also like to add, I think Anna's been on stage for like 20 years or more or
There was
better.
8. Yeah.
8 years.
My first since I was 8.
No.
My first show was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and 2 years ago I had the chance to 3
was
years
mine
ago
too.
I had the chance to direct Willy Wonka. So
Fun.
so it kind of came full circle.
All right.
Okay. Hi, my name is Jesse Matisse.
Hi, Jesse.
I'm a certified actor from John Casablanca's acting school in San Diego, California. I've been doing improv and character voices for 22 years. I've acted in various short films and skits, and I'm really excited to do this. Like, voice acting is like my dream job, so thank you very
Sweet.
much for the opportunity.
Oh, thank you for auditioning. Your voice is great, so I'm really excited for
Thank
you.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Yeah.
Kelly McKinney.
Hey, I'm here. My name's Kelly McKinney, and I work in film, write, direct, act, edit, all sorts of stuff. Pretty much anything that has to do with entertainment. One of my side gigs is hosting bar trivia. Like, that's how just anything in entertainment. Like, I'll grab the gig. We just finished filming a commercial for the trivia company that I work for, actually.
It's really funny.
Yeah, I actually work with you, Kelly.
You do?
Yeah, I'm a trivia host for Indies Live Trivia.
For Indie Live Trivia or for Challenge Entertainment?
I'm for Indies Live Trivia.
Okay. That must be one.
So you work with a different company?
Yeah, for Challenge Entertainment. Yeah.
Okay. But
That's my
we
bad,
have
Jesse. I thought he
two.
worked for the same company. That's my bad.
Okay.
So indie live trivia, is
Mhm.
that's just, I assume that's just the state.
Yeah, it's a local company.
And do they participate in National Trivia League? No,
No, I don't know about that.
be interested to talk to your managers and see
Yeah.
if they can get their games like to where they can do that. It's pretty cool.
Mhm.
But
Tell me about it. Yeah.
so yeah, but yeah, that's what I do. I do a lot of stuff pretty much
Hmm.
in film. That's what I do full time,
Right.
acting
Right.
and all that stuff.
Okay, great. Catherine? The mother?
Hello,
Hi.
I'm Catherine Gibson. I'm married to Josh. Let's see. I will be playing the part of the mother, Victor's mother. And I've been acting since high school, done a lot of community theater, and several shows with Fourth Wall, and have also appeared a couple of times with the stuff Kelly McKinney does on YouTube, Kelly and Josh. I've been a guest on YouTube with them. I
Notably,
also
right now.
do, like Josh said, props and costuming, and really interesting costumes and stuff. So yeah, that's me.
Alrighty, great. So Alan, you're up. Correct.
I think I mostly kind of talked about my background already. Mostly just serving as technical director. I grew up with Anna and Josh. I think a lot of us have a lot of classically trained acting experience, but I've gravitated more towards audio and technical directorship. That's really all there is to say.
Yeah. And then Aria.
Hello. I have been in the industry for 18 years. My big claim to fame, I guess, is more musical theater. I've been blessed with a lot of great roles. If I, am not interested in the role I'm offered, or the project doesn't speak to me in an actor sense, I'm really interested in makeup. I also do TikTok, makeup, and singing. And so that's kind of my little thing that my little bubble I like. I've been doing that for about 18 years. And then my mom is actually a director, actually in Hollywood. So I've gotten a lot of really great experiences on set, kind of in the movie industry as well. So
Why aren't you directing this? No, I'm just kidding.
I have directed. I really prefer, yeah.
Okay. All right, great. Well, it's nice to meet everybody. We just want to go over a couple more things, and then we can go and wrap this up, and everyone can go on with their night. So, Alan, I'd like to go over some like audio and tech things real quick.
Yeah, just
Alan?
briefly, I know can everybody hear me? Just briefly, sorry, I got a kid in the background here. Just a couple of things, some of us have a little bit more audio experience than others. So, to make your sessions as quick as possible, we're going to provide water, snacks, all that kind of stuff. If you're hungry, you need something to drink. Coming into rehearsal, I try to avoid caffeine. I've had a lot today. Obviously, dairy products are going to affect your vocal performance. We're going to be recording at my studio in my house. We do have some COVID measures in place for, those people who are obviously concerned with sanitizing steel. The only thing we're going to come in contact with is headphones, which, we're willing to sanitize and all that stuff. Let's see here. I do like the idea of us all coming to one studio so that we can kind of capture the quality we need during it's my daughter, guys, I'm sorry. I like the idea of coming to one studio so we can capture a congruent audio performance. A lot of voice actors out there, a lot of people doing podcasts and that stuff, they have their own setup, their own studio. I'm not adverse to remote recording. but we just need to keep in mind that there's a really good chance of some of those feeds getting rejected. I know that like Kelly's got some recording equipment, you know. The standards aren't absolutely unbearable, but it's something to keep in mind.
Yeah. And just another technical thing that Alan's not going to have as much to do with as far as me. I'm going to be recording bits from recording sessions, like video recording, just so that we have cool snippets and stuff we can put up for like behind the scenes fourth wall stuff. Obviously, I'm not going to put anything up there that's going to be embarrassing to anybody. So don't worry about that. And then, scheduling. So the way that we're going to have to do this, partially because of the COVID, partially just because of restrictions for the vocal, the recording use, one person recording at a time. We see it being like half an hour sessions, Alan, maybe an hour, depending on if like someone mows their lawn in the middle of it.
Yeah, did everybody get that that session email that I sent?
Yes.
No.
Oh, we got to send one to her. I'll make a note of it. We're good.
To be fair, I didn't get this one until I posted them either. So.
Well, to just recap it just in a couple of seconds here, I anticipate most recordings are going to be between 30 minutes and 50 minutes. If you've got a little bit more audio or vocal training, it can be a lot quicker. Josh has done this play a few times. His session was 50 minutes.
I didn't get your email, by the way. I did not.
Okay. Well,
Jesse,
I'll go ahead and send it out to you too.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Right. So the other thing I was going to follow up with is Alan and I will be at every recording session. Alan definitely, because it's at his house, so I don't know how you're going to get in. Me, I'm going to try to be there like 98% of the time. That's going to be very rarely that I'm going to schedule somebody to come in when I can't be there to help. Directing character. Alan focuses on the technical stuff. I focus on the character and the story. We would suggest to bring scripts, your scripts on like tablets or your cell phones, which I assume most of you will, just because you can scroll through them quietly. If you got a piece of paper and it's on the recording, like all you hear is every time you turn a page. You don't want to hear the clack of a computer keyboard. If whatever reason there's an issue, I will have my tablet with me that also has it on there. So if somebody needs to use that, we can use that as well. And then another thing I'm going to need, I don't know if it's quicker for people to tell me now, like what their usual evening availability is. I'm sorry if there's a gnat flying in my face. Evening availability is, or if you guys wanted to go ahead and message or email me directly. Just email the fourth wall players or whatever, and then I can work on getting a schedule put together. Like we said in the other email, and I know Jesse and Aria, you didn't see this. We don't really anticipate more than 2 sessions max. For small characters, probably 1, but 2 just to be safe. Make sure we have everything. If we have to have a third one, we can plan that out later, but I don't think that's going to happen. So there's that. And then when I schedule you guys, it will be an hour-long slots. But again, keep in mind, like it probably won't be a full hour. Okay. We are going to try to get all this stuff done in 2 weeks if possible, like the recording. The editing, we don't know how long it's going to take for us to sift through. So we want to get the actual recording done as quickly as possible. So 2 to 3 weeks is kind of what we're shooting for. If it's a little bit longer, it's not a huge deal. So does anybody have any questions or any comments or concerns?
How often will we gather? A week?
Gather. Maybe I skipped over it and got distracted. So it'll be one person doing a recording at a time. So we're not going to gather like in a large group or anything like that. Unless you guys want to go out to eat or something. I don't know. But as far as like working, no, we're not going to really be gathering in a large group. Just it's easier just to do it one person at a time to control the noise and everything. Yeah. So, and like I said, 2 sessions. It could be. I prefer it not to be like you do it next Tuesday and Wednesday, just because we need time in between to listen to what we got for Tuesday session. In that hypothetical, when we listen, we need time to listen to it so we can edit it and see what we need to get knocked out for the second one. So preferably have a few days in between, just so Alan has time to sift through the first day's recording.
Okay. Will there be any pay?
Yeah, you didn't get the email. Yeah,
No, see, I didn't get the
yeah.
email.
I'll send you the follow up email. Yes, there will be pay. So I'll go ahead and send you the email that we sent to everybody else.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
And if you guys have any questions with that, in that email, I guess you can get it. I have my personal email linked with that. So any questions artistically, technically, I think most people here have some audio experiences. You know, when we hit our mic, you know, we've got to retake, and it's, you know, it's a lot. There's a lot less to this technically than like film. Like you said, Jesse, you've been involved in audio. You know, some of us are mostly stage actors. You know, so there's probably going to be a little bit of a learning curve there, we anticipate. But I think Josh and I have been talking for the last few weeks about minimizing everybody's, you know, time constraints, because I know we're all busy. You know, we really want to try to get people in and out, you know, get on with your life. And, you know, not that we don't want you here, but, you know, I know we're all really busy. You know, Josh has a full-time job, you know, so do I, you know, a lot of us do. And so, you know, I'm trying to just minimize the growing pains and time constraints with the technical aspect of this project.
To add on to that, as far as like scheduling stuff, we are willing to start recording as early as this Sunday evening. I'm not saying anyone has to, but that's when we start having the slots open, just so you know. Saturdays for Alan's next Saturday is too busy. My Saturday after that's too busy. So I guess Saturdays are just kind of shot for the foreseeable future, but
One more thing I'm going to add really quick. It was in my notes here, and I just, you know, I don't do a lot of Zoom stuff, so I just kind of breezed over it. You know, for those of us not aware, you know, we do plan on publishing this on Audible. For those of us who are voice actors or into producing, I said earlier that I always thought Fourth Wall was sort of a chance to syndicate yourself, showcase your talent and stuff like that. So, you know, I think that for those of us that are exclusively dedicated to voice narration, voice acting, audio producing, etc., I think that having a few of these plays online is going to be an excellent opportunity to kind of grow what we're doing. If you're going to read, you know, a book on Audible, I think a lot of the processes, I'm pretty familiar with what they're doing. I think that if you're a voice narrator, you basically audition. I'm kind of interested in doing stuff like that down the road, and, you know, having this project online that says, hey, you know, we can point to something that's produced, fully done, it's got good quality, etc. You know, so I'm kind of hoping this is going to be sort of a jumping off point for Fourth Wall and, you know, the voice actors we have and all that stuff. You know, if you want to get your audio voice out there, I really think that you've got to come to the table with well-produced stuff. You know, instead of sending somebody a recording on your iPhone, you know, you can kind of point to this project and said, hey, here, this thing is start to finish.
right.
And, you know, I've got a lot of hopes in that. I mean, I'm excited about what we're doing, but for those of us that are not exclusively Fourth Wall and they want to branch out into, I know Kelly goes more on the film side, you know, Jesse, obviously audio. I think there's some opportunities there to really show everyone what we can do.
Yeah, I agree. That's great. Well said, Alan.
Thank you. It sounded bad in my head, but